to my channel. Today I have something to talk about with you guys, and it's this new update for CarX Drift Racing 2. Now, if we look at this list, it looks pretty average, pretty uninteresting, pretty meh. But here's the thing, this update is actually a pretty big deal for this game. There's more than meets the eye on this update. There are lots of hidden things they didn't show on this list, and we'll talk about it. But first, let's take a look at this list. The first one, single player progress. Now, what this means is that now the single player scoring and reward systems are reworked. Before this update, there's only one R1 score goal that you need to achieve, and once you hit that R1 score, you can get some random rewards. And if you've watched my single player videos, that's basically how it was, but now it's different. Currently, there's this trophy system. You start without a trophy, and at this state, the R1 score requirements are really low and it's very easy to achieve. And once you get R1 on all the configurations on one track, you'll get a bronze trophy and you can claim all the rewards. And once you get the trophy, your progress will reset and you'll have new R1 score goals which are higher than previous ones. And once you complete it again, you'll get silver trophy, claim all the rewards, score resets, and you'll have another higher R1 score goals, and so on. Now, the good thing about this is that now the new players can have easier early game and easier progress, as they'll have easier challenges and more rewards because you can claim those R1 rewards multiple times now, unlike before where you can only claim it once. Back to the list. New and combo event task. Well, it's just this new event with new rewards, and I don't know what they meant by combo event task. I mean, the task looks pretty normal to me, although some objectives are bugged. Well, I mean, new update, new bugs. Alright, back to the list. New cars and new body kits. Yeah, well, I don't really care about that. I mean, I don't really like those new cars, and I'm fine with my current RX-7 body kits, and I don't have that Mustang, so I don't care. West Coast Arena and telemetry drone in online rooms. Can talk about it also since I barely play online rooms. Ability to create XDS jewels and XDS improvement. Well, I don't really play XDS because I got check your connection bug most of the time, and I don't like waiting, so I'm not in a place to talk about it. Now, like I said earlier, with new updates comes new bugs. For example, on Atron Configuration 1, I found out that there's this safe zone that is not really safe and you lose multiplier if you drift there. I'll show you. That's the spot right there. And also, I think the scoring system kinda ruins the leaderboard, and probably there are more bugs out there which I just haven't found yet, and bugs hunting isn't really my forte, so not gonna do that. Alright, now the fun begins. We'll talk about the hidden updates. First and the most important, the Ghost Pursuit bug is now fixed. No more stalling at the start. So if you don't have a good tier 4 or tier 5 for multiplayer, you definitely have to finish that campaign because it has Black Fox for the reward, which is a tier 2, but it can go door bashing with most tier 4 no problem. This car is basically a very good early investment. It's free and it's super powerful. This car can take you very far in multiplayer, so go get it. Also, with this update, they reworked the engine sound on some cars, if not all. I mean, I haven't checked them all, but all the cars that I checked now have different engine sound. And I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing because I never was a big engine sound guy. For me, as long as it revs correctly and loud enough, I've got no complaints. Now, the pretty big deal that I talked about earlier. With this new update, I feel like the physics got reworked. Currently, all the cars that I've tried after this update are a lot grippier than before and have more weight to their drifts. Currently, the physics feels like it's getting closer to the physics of CarX Drift Racing Online, but not quite there yet. Now, again, I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, because I actually love CarX Online physics, but some of you may prefer the old CarX 2 physics. They also changed the differential lock coefficient and probably the transmission. I mean, in CarX Online, automatic transmission is just really hard for me to handle, which is why I use sequential. But in CarX 2, 2, it's the other way around. I had hard times with sequential because many tracks have the first corners up in your face about 1 second from the start, and it's really hard for me to shift to the correct gear in that split second, and has cost me a lot of errors on many entries, which is why I learned to tune automatic transmission so I can be lazy. But now that the physics has changed, well, hello sequential. Moving on, they also reworked some of the cars. For example, Patron GT stock engine is now nerfed. It doesn't have as much power as it used to be, and this is bad. This car used to be really great, but now that it's nerfed, I don't know if it can still compete with other SWAT cars in higher ratings multiplayer. And Blackjack X150 drift angle is also nerfed. It doesn't hold as much angle as before. And probably there are many more changes in other cars, but I haven't checked them all yet, and I'm not really planning to. I checked those two cars because basically those two are the best cars for free players. Now, probably all these changes are meant to rebalance all the cars so multiplayer can be more fair-ish. I don't know. But here's the thing, me, personally, I wish they would have included or refilled all these hidden things that they did to the game on that update list, because honestly, after each update, most, not all, I always felt like, what the flipping fuck is wrong with my car? Is it me or is it the car? And it's not exactly a good feeling. And guess what? It's always the car. So yeah, I wish they included all the things they did in details, like an actual changelog or something. That's it for this video. Like this video if you think it's good, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Well, see you guys next time. Bye bye.